Okay, let's try this again. I tried filming just a minute ago, and when I shifted hand positions, I hit a button or something. Anyway, I probably will just start this. Oops, sorry for the camera. Let's try this. I will probably just start this as the beginning. So it is 9:10 now on Wednesday, June 4th. I know yesterday I promised I would film a food haul because I guess that's kind of the thing to do. But I was too hot. I got overheated yesterday. My son's car doesn't have an air conditioner in it, and even though it was only in the high 80s yesterday, that was too hot for me. I got a little sunburn on my arm that was sticking out of the window, and so that kept me overheated for the rest of the night. And I was really surprised, actually, as to how much that sunburn affected me. I had heat stroke back in like 98, 99, and ever since then I've been sensitive to the heat. And then I had my hysterectomy 8 years ago, or 5 years ago, and that made me even more sensitive to the heat. And then the latest round of MCS seems to affect me also. So I really I don't generally go out more than maybe 8 or 9 times a whole summer. Seriously. I'm going to try to get out a little bit more this summer, go to the mailbox, that kind of stuff, just because it felt really good to sweat yesterday. But I was so overheated from the heat, I couldn't think, and I was sick to my stomach. And it also gives me, excuse me, pardon me, it's going to get earthy here, but it gives me kind of explosive diarrhea when I'm in the heat like that. I don't know why. Anyway, so I went to the store yesterday, like I said I was going to. We went to Sam's. We went to Aldi, although I did not go in at Aldi. My son did the shopping. And then we went to we came home and unloaded the car. And then we went on, I got cooled down just a little bit, got some water in me. Then we went to the local Walmart. And that took a lot longer than I expected because we had problems with the prescriptions for my son. Anyway, all in all, we were gone like 6 hours. It was crazy. I felt really good mentally because it's hard to explain. Maybe emotionally would be the better word. I felt good because I got out of the house. We met our neighbors, our new neighbors. That was fun. We helped them with their car. I got to see things. I mean, little things excite me. Like, we tooled around Walmart forever, and I saw that they had put coconut oil in right next to the sunscreens, and that was exciting to me because it was showing people that there's a natural, it was organic coconut oil, that there's a natural alternative to the chemical crap that they put in sunscreens. I mean, little tiny things like that. We had to wait on the prescription forever, so we went back to the camping section, and I had fun looking at all that stuff, and we looked at the guns. I know, guns bad. No, they're not. I love guns. Anyway, all of that to say, we came home, and then we had the great lost grocery debacle, which I'll probably blog about. But anyway, the house is trashed. It is just a mess. I'm not even going to show you. But I woke up this morning. Well, let me back up. Yesterday, I mean, towards the end of the evening, I was like a blithering idiot. I was just kind of sitting here watching TV, and I can't even tell you right now what I watched. I watched stuff on my computer. I don't even know what I watched. I know my son talked to me about a game that he was playing, or maybe it was a movie he wants to make. I can't remember. And I told him, I'm like, honey, just tell me it again tomorrow, because I know it's important to you, but I'm not going to remember it. But I went to bed early, like 10:30, which is early for me. I was out. I was exhausted. I drank tons of water. I'm still drinking lots and lots of water today because I didn't sweat that much, but it just took a lot out of me. I noticed that when I'm triggered a lot, I drink a lot of water. Anyway, trigger-wise, Sam's is always an exposure. We drove past, because we had the car windows down, we drove past where they were paving a new parking lot. We drove past that like 4 times yesterday because we kind of went back and forth. And so I got exposed to that creosote, that smell. It reminds me of mothballs, and mothballs make me very, very sick. I would say mothballs are in the top 5, maybe even the top 2 things that have made me sick since I've had MCS this last time. Anyway, so today I'm all hyper, kind of like, chipmunky, like that. What's that movie Squirrel? Where he drinks the coffee, he gets all hyper. I feel that way. My brain's going 1,000 miles an hour, which I don't know if you can tell because of the way I'm talking, really animated, really rapidly. My brain's just going. I've not had any caffeine, a little sugar, but not a whole lot. Anyway, I'm just anxious to get in my kitchen and get it clean and get the trash all picked up and, get my house back into order because that makes me feel happy. But part of that also is the knowledge that tomorrow I'm probably going to be pretty low. I have noticed that there is a direct correlation between how high I'm feeling the second day to how low I'm feeling the third day. So if I'm only moderately, hyper on day 2, then I'm not too bad on day 3. But if I'm really up there on day 2, it tends to be really low on day 3. Does that make sense? Anyway, so here's my goal. I'm going to put post-it notes and alarms in my clock and in my phone. And I'm just going to try to remember to film tomorrow because I think tomorrow and the next day are going to be crucial to showing the difference between how I was on day 1, how I am today on day 2, and then day 3 and 4. I think will show kind of the progression of exposures. I know a lot of people, their exposures happen immediately, and I'm weird, go figure, in that I do have some initial exposures. I had a pretty rough headache yesterday. So I get the headaches and I get itchy throat. My tongue itches. I sometimes cough or sneeze.